The fourth and final season of Superman and Lois was a gift following the Warner Brothers Discovery merger and the sale of the CW to Nexstar. This very show is a miracle because the network abruptly cancelled almost every other WB-produced series. Superman and Lois's series conclusion, "It went by so fast," told Kal-El's story in its most comprehensive manner to date. The Superman and Lois series finale trailer spoiled the penultimate episode, even though it ended on a terrible cliffhanger. The Man of Steel had a final battle with Lex Luthor in the sky instead of losing to Doomsday. For the Man of Tomorrow, however, nothing endures forever, even after the day is saved. The series finale of Superman and Lois gave Superman a fitting showdown with Doomsday. Superman was losing the fight against Doomsday, just like the first time they had met. He was aware that the creature was too strong for him. Superman's only option was to keep Doomsday busy and away from the boys, Smallville, and Lois. But his plan wasn't working this time. Superman became weaker as the town was destroyed in their battle. Clark reluctantly accepted assistance from John Henry Irons and his sons. By eliminating Doomsday long enough for the tide to change, Steel's hammer proved to be the decisive factor in the battle. Clark's identity revelation episode also addressed Superman's innate loneliness. He was accustomed to flying alone, even though he shared the secret with his sons, John Henry, and others. The rivalry between Superman and Lex Luthor came to an emotionally satisfying conclusion with the Superman and Lois series finale. Superman remained for a moment after Doomsday's demise, letting the sun heal him. Lex worked in his war suit while Superman was off-planet. He started by pursuing Amanda McCoy, intending to murder her for allegedly betraying him. She was surprisingly saved by the twins. It's astonishing that Lex was able to eliminate them so quickly, given that they fought back against Doomsday. In reality, he killed Jonathan, but Jordan was able to ignite his brother's heart with a solar flash. After Lois weakened the steel suit with John Henry's explosives, Superman beat the suit off Lex, letting him fall the earth. The Man of Steel in Superman and Lois is not a superhero who murders his adversaries. It was a mercy to send Kal-El from the inverse world into the yellow sun. The bizarro Superman had lost his path long before Lex torture turned him into a monster. Superman wasn't going to let Lex die, in spite of everything he had done. The guy in charge back in prison, Bruno Mannheim, had assured Lex that life behind bars would be miserable. In the end, Clark pardons Luthor. Viewers saw the price of Lex's anger in the last scene, where he sat wailing. Twice, for no reason, he lost both his freedom and his daughter. The stories of the supporting characters were also concluded in the Superman and Lois series finale. The entirety of Superman and Lois's conclusion was devoted to concluding the lives of those who were close to the Kents. Lana Lang's marriage to John Henry Irons was hinted at ever since Kyle's adultery was exposed. In Season 1, he was a broken and irate guy. He lost everything, including his wife. However, John Henry was able to regain his daughter, find a new family in the Kents, and finally cure himself by getting married to Lana. The series finale of Superman and Lois concluded with a risky but worthwhile clip show. Superman and Lois's use of montages and narration to communicate its plot in the last 10 minutes was a bold move. If a television show's grand finale, or even a single episode, tells instead of shows, the message is likely to be poorly received. The fact that Superman and Lois decided to use a clip show in the last seconds of the series to quickly go over the last 32 years of Clark's life, both as a regular person and as the greatest superhero in the world, did not help either. In the last shot, Clark is shown in a version of his house that resembles the Flash Sideways universe from Lost. The absence of Sam Lane or his parents from his bardo was probably due to production constraints and financial limitations. Nevertheless, Clark gets to see his dog, friends, family, and Lois, wearing a stunning red dress, again. Stories like these can be concluded in two ways. Because of the open endings, viewers can picture the characters continuing to live and have adventures indefinitely.